Yes, I may have invited a sociopath on this trip, but I also brought one of my best friends. And this is what a day in our life looks like learning how to kite surf in Mozambique. Every day starts the same with a 5:30 wake-up call where I rush through my morning routine before heading downstairs and going to throw on my wetsuit to get in the boat. Now, it's not actually that cold here, but I do wear a full-size wetsuit because I am a little baby about the water temperature. This morning was a little rough and tough, but the boys did manage to get me hyped up. And even though one of us fell asleep, we eventually made it to the sandbar where they made me do all of the work myself for once. Absolutely horrifying, as I'm sure you can imagine. Now, the weird thing about kite surfing is this harness, which basically feels like a waist trainer. And I'll admit, it's the beginning of my journey, so I actually kind of suck at this. And there's a few times where I skipped like a little rock. But after a quick session for the day, we went for a little swim and then headed back to the lodge. And if you're wondering what my dynamic with these kids is like, this is the first question someone asked me here.
What are you, bloody bisexual?
As I sat and digested that question, I went and peeled off my wetsuit and headed upstairs to get some breakfast. Now, every day I've been working on practicing my other hobbies like spinning fire and making sure to do some yoga and some stretching. But after I make sure to get a quick workout in, the downtime doesn't last for long and I go ahead and get changed for our next session of the day. And thankfully, this one goes a lot better. And honestly, I credit that to the sun coming out and the fact that I didn't have to set up my own kite. Nate started the lesson by taking the upwind on the kite, which was kind of cool. And then once it was my chance, I was obviously aiming for his head, which I think is the only reason I made it upwind. I even managed to land a baby boost today and absolutely eat shit a few times. And then obviously my bestie needed some bonding time today, so we made sure to get that in before ending the day with the most epic sunset I have seen in quite a while. Thanks, Beyond.